Greetings, fellow traders. Bubble here, and it's time for the daily market wrap for Monday, May the 18th, 2020. I hope everybody had a great trading day today. This is brought to you by Positive Trends Research, and everything we're going to talk about is for educational purposes only and not investment advice, so please take a moment to review this disclaimer. Awesome. All right, let's check and see where we left off in the market today. So here we go with the Spx Monthly Chart. Look at this, guys. Pretty good stuff here. Last month, 29.54.86. Today, closed 29.53. So we almost closed above today's close over last month's high. So that's pretty good with a little bit left, right? We got over that monthly Bollinger Band there to include this gap up on the this gap up, right? So we had gap up on the weekly, daily, everything, right? So we're coming up right here. We're testing this Harami cross right here, very potential area of resistance. And then we got the 30 weekly moving average just above, but quite an epic run up there. And a big move today, right? So it started off, a little bit iffy. But we had that big gap up, and it was a bit of a gap and go right here as we shifted out of the trend box here. So now we have to contend with some other levels, right? We have to contend with the 200-day moving average, right? We got to contend with that Harami cross area, the scene of the breakdown right there. There's a little bit of an open gap right here at the 200. So if we get some follow through the upside, we might see a fill there and then come back down. Now we got a big gap below right now to deal with. So we'll see how that goes today. Let's take a look at the SPY. Okay, so SPY with a decent move right here. Left you with an upper shadow here. Not a lot of warm fuzzies at the end of the day as they pushed it up most of the day and then they flushed it right at the end of the day. So it gave a little bit of a challenging move there at the end of the day, but I guess they had to take out some of the calls. So we'll see how that holds going into the going into the rest of the night. There's a little fib fan line there for you. See how that goes out through the rest of the evening. We got the ES. Okay, so ES pretty interesting here, right? Couldn't quite tap the that 29.65 level. So in fact, the ES is actually still in its trend box right here. Couldn't quite tag higher than these levels, but I think it's got a little bit to do it here after hours, but it's going to take some work to do it. So we'll see how it does in the evening session. The MES, right? So inside 15 up today, held the ADMA most of the day. Right, another inside 15, slight pullback, and then up for a big move, or for a nice pop, and then they flushed it right off of that there. So let's take a look at the Qs. Okay, so Qs generally hung in there too. I mean, most of the tech names were pretty strong today. It's basically, looks like it pushed out of its trend box here today, so that high is right there. So let's get this out of the trend box here. Oops. Delete. And then let's shift our trend line back over. So the Qs are now bullish until proven otherwise because of that tag over these levels here. So let's see how that goes. Going into the next couple days, I think we still have a little open gap above right there on the Qs. The IWM, everything pretty strong here today at the gap up. So that got right to the top of the cloud right here with good volume. So see if that can build and work its way up on the IWM. Let's take a look at Apple. See how that one behaved today. So it got back above its trend line. It's still in its trend box right now. So let's, basically just kind of a slow grind up today. Held the ADMA, right? Gave a little bit of a pop off this inside to 15 for a move, and then they flushed it down a little bit at the end of the day there. So, so see how that goes going into tomorrow. Tesla, a little bit of a rough pullback here today after the gap up, but it's still up on the day. So it has that move right here, closed below its 15 or below. A couple others here. Let's just take a look at Bank of America. A lot of the banks were strong today. That pulled back a lot here after hours, but a nice move up here. On Bank of America and some of the other bank names. And a couple of earnings coming up in the morning, some big ones in retail. We got Walmart. Let's take a look at the daily chart. Okay, so nice doji up here. So let's see if they give us a doji sandwich up on Walmart going into tomorrow. Home Depot. It's had a really nice run up $6 today too. So it basically couldn't get above these pivot levels right here. So let's see if they give us a gap and go tomorrow, or if they decide to reverse it back down. Kohl's. Earnings coming up tomorrow too. Big volume here into the close. Let's see if we can get above these levels here and then try to give us a gap and go, maybe fill a gap up here on Kohl's. And then last one to report right here that's interesting for tomorrow morning. Baidu, big move today. Nice run up right here. It's still testing this downward trend line right here, geometric level. If we can get above that, you get the 200-day. You got a couple gaps above. So we'll see how those hold going into tomorrow. So good stuff, guys. I hope everybody has a great rest of your evening. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in, and we hope to see you tonight on the free YouTube live stream at 9:30. So if you're just joining us here on YouTube, definitely click subscribe. Otherwise, we'll see you guys on Twitter. We'll tweet it out there, and hope to see you guys tonight. And stay healthy, everybody. Remember your risk first and stay safe so you can stay in the game. And I'll talk to you guys soon.